Mark the Meerkat here at Free Online, TradingEducation.com, brought to you by Grok Trade, where I'm an analyst host of the Grok Star Trading Room, perhaps your future mentor. Hey, I have two trades to go over here, how to make money and the market's going down. These are two trades that we had this morning in the Grok Star Trading Room, and it was on UVXY. That's right, the UVXY is an ETF which is leveraged on the futures of the VIX, and the VIX is the fear indicator. So as the VIX goes up, so does the UVXY, and as the market is usually falling. And here we are at the opening, and it was floating back and forth here at opening and fluttering back and forth, and then the market began to fall and fell all morning long. So here we are in UVXY, and I'm looking for an entry point. Came here and it just pulled back a little bit here in a bull pullback, so I set a trade here. If it started to go back to the upside, I wanted to be long, and what happened? Boom, there we go. I'm now in at $21.34. We are long on UVXY. All right, now this is a matter of managing your stops, folks. So look at that. Boom, all the way up here to $22. That's a 3% run right away. It's starting to get a little bit overextended. So I'm pulling my stop up here to $21.70, and I'm setting up a half order to take out half here. If it stays overextended, it's likely to snap right back. But in this case, look at this. There we go. It stalled right here at the 22.10, 22.20 area, and I went ahead and I took out half here at 22.26 for 4.3% on the first half. Now we need to change our stop on the second half to this number of shares we have left. Now I'm going to set a stop down here, just following this 8 EMA all the way up here. Look at that, way overextended again. So I'm putting it right by the 8 EMA in case it snaps back. And right here is my stop. And bam, look at that. Came all the way down here and stopped me out for the second half at 22.44 for 5.1% on the second half. So let's take a look at this first trade here. We had a bull pullback and kaboom. When it stalled, I took out half, and then when it fell below that 8 EMA, I went ahead and I got out half for 4.7% in 18 minutes on the first trade. And then what happened? Well, it just kind of stalled here around this pivot line. This is the R1 pivot. And it just kind of stalled here for a while. So we were making some other trades on bearish ETFs as the market it was not falling as fast, and then it started to pick up speed again. And now look at this, it's pulling back. This $23 and this pivot line are significant lines of resistance, and so if now it's starting to pull back here. If it breaks above this 23 and this pivot line with volume, I want to be long. And what happened? Boom, there it goes. And now I'm now long here at 23.07 on UVXY in the second trade here. And let's see what happens there. Look at that, just kind of based here for a little while. All right, pull my stop up here underneath the 23 whole dollar area and at pivot line, and look at this, look at this. Oh, nice. Here we go. Kaboom, up above $24 now. So I'm pulling my stop up here and getting ready to take out half again because it got a little overextended. Now it's just stalled here right at 24. So I went ahead and I took out half here at 23.97 for 3.9% on the first half of that second trade. And I'm going to bring my stop up here following this 20 moving average, give it a little bit of room to make it a little dip and take off again, and it dipped and it got me out just like that. 23.72 for 2.7% on the second half. So, and again on this one here, we did pull back. It broke a major line of resistance, and then it just stalled here for a little while, took off, and when it got overextended and was stalled underneath the $24 amount, I took a half, and then it dipped right below the 20 moving average and stopped me out for 3.3% on the second trade in 34 minutes. Okay, and then of course it took off from there. Point is here, when you see the opportunities and you see the market falling, look for ETFs that are bearish. When the markets are bearish, they go bullish. That way you don't have to worry about going short if you're in a retirement account. So for these two trades today, they were totaled of 8% net on these two trades alone. Now when I'm on a portfolio of $10,000 per trade, that would equate to about $800 on these two trades alone. If you want to join the Grok Star Room, you can. 30 days for free. Go to groktrade.com. That's groktrade.com, and look for the Grok Star Room there. This is Mark the Meerkat. Remember that 70 to 80% of all stocks in the market follow the broad market indexes. So if you want to trade with the odds in your favor, trade in the direction of the broad market. Trade well.